it's nice that people are getting a little bit more expressive in their decor now and really going for it, because the tiles out there in the market, they are so fun and gorgeous.
There's so much pattern right now, and we see that in fashion, we see that in home decor, and I love that we're seeing it in more sort of more permanent pieces like tile, like that's an investment piece. But I love it's a little different than in the 60s and in the 80s. People would do a border of a pattern tile or the odd one, but people are going bold, like my friend did with that full wall. It's like a statement wall, and I love that. And you can incorporate everything else, and it's the same lesson that we've all talked about today, like how to neutralize everything else around it. So I really wanted to show some of the fantastic pattern tiles, because since I shot that, I've been seeing them everywhere. So I was in love with those. Are actually cement, hand-painted cement tiles.
Look at this.
Very durable, very beautiful. You can really customize them. And these are great for floors, they're great for walls. So it's something kind of vintage looking, right?
Yes.
Really love that. And then you can get into the, even with the porcelain, which is very practical. We love porcelain. You get some more geometric, like that's a little more modern feel.
That is gorgeous, and so like it's light. It's really nice and light. So
it's nice and light.
It's come a long way with what you can do with stone, porcelain, ceramic,
and you can
all
mix
of that.
it with more neutrals as well. Like with these ones, they're quite calm, and it has a cement inspiration. Like it sort of has that modern industrial look. But again, it's porcelain. It would look nice with this white subway tile. So you can really mix and match. And then again, some of these larger scale patterns that you have to mix and get sort of a quilted look, I think is really fun too. But I also wanted to show, just in case you want to paint your own.
Yes, so you can go way lighter. You can still get that Moroccan, Spanish, Portuguese inspired look, but you can do it yourself.
But you can do it
using stencils.
And again, it's really about the colors, because I was looking at some that I did kind of in the 80s, you know, and they're like burgundy and green, and it's very strong, very traditional. So it's really about the colors that you use. And if you take a look, I've got some examples of some projects that we've used at Benjamin Moore, and this was a stenciled wall. It's calm because it's got the yellow and the green. It's very calm, but it has that mid-century modern feel.
Look at how exact, though, that all of the, I mean, you kind of have to stay off of the wine when you're doing that project.
And the coffee even.
And even the coffee, you want a steady hand, like everything is completely in a row, and obviously the stencils help you do that.
The stencils do. I mean, they often have points that you can mark, or a level. Like I know Cutting Edge Stencil has this great level piece that I've picked up, and I use it all the time. So you can get at least the top of the stencil level, and once you get that first one down, it's easier to follow when you do a full wall. But a backsplash, just a little detail somewhere. So this is sort of the most intricate one, and this is a 4-layered stencil, and I'll just show you all of the stencils.
That's pretty.
And pretty cool. This is Stencil Source. So this is a very specific Portuguese tile. Sharon Sims designs, and you can see that you've got different. I just did this yesterday, so it's kind of sticky.
So it's layer upon layer upon layer.
Layer upon layer. So again, you get all of the different colors. So you've got your base that gives you that white, and I used ballet white, so it's a nice pretty one. And then you've got your first layer of pattern. I use majestic blue, and then a little bit of the dark gray. This is Chelsea gray.
Nice.
And then I used misted green. So you can see how it's really important that you plan the colors out when you are going to do something like this, and you can tie it in to your decor in this space, whether it's your kitchen or your bathroom. And then so many other fantastic stencils. You know, it's funny because I went for years where I was doing stencils, and then I stopped for probably the past 5 years, and now I'm getting excited about all this pattern again. So Cutting Edge Stencil has some really great ones. This is like a Marrakesh design. So again, different from what we did before. We're using more neutral colors. So I think the gray and the white, you kind of get this really nice, sophisticated look. So you could still do a whole wall, maybe behind a headboard, or just keep it in the bathroom. So again, you can just...
Absolutely. You can change it a little bit easier if you don't use actual tiles, even though the tiles, I mean, they're really appealing just because they're so gorgeous.
They're absolutely stunning.
This could be a little bit more temporary for you if you want to be able to switch it up.
Well, that's it. And sometimes you can't decide on the backsplash. I find people always do their kitchen, and then they're like, oh my God, the backsplash, I haven't picked that yet. So you know what? Just wait a while, stencil something, and then you can last a couple of years before you can really get that marble that you might want, or a more expensive material, or you really want to do some shopping.
Very true.
Plan it out.
I feel like it's a good time for me to make a confession. So 7 years in my home, no backsplash.
See?
Yeah, I felt the need to admit that on this lifestyle show.
Here you go, Trace.
Thank you.
And here you go.
Doing that on the weekend.
You're done.